In today's video, I'm going to take you back to the 18th century, or 1797 to be more precise. Of course, this was the year of the Cartwheel Pennies, the largest and heaviest coins to have ever been issued for circulation, and they really were huge. The story behind how these coins came about is honestly fascinating, making them one of the most sought-after coins in British coin collections. So, buckle up as I'm taking you back in time for a history lesson in British coinage. The story starts during George III's reign in the 18th century, a time when the British government had, to put it bluntly, completely lost control of coins. And no, I'm actually not being dramatic. Throughout the 18th century, silver prices increased, which resulted in a substantial decrease in the amount of silver pennies that were being minted. This, of course, had a knock-on effect and led to a lack of small change, resulting in businesses finding it really difficult to pay their employees. So, independent mints took it into their own hands and started striking counterfeit money. Most of these tokens were being minted at the Soho Mint in Birmingham, which was actually the very first mint to be powered by steam. And get this, there were so many counterfeit coins around that in 1787 it was thought that only 8% of halfpennies in circulation were genuine. But the actions of the Soho Mint, and a few others, did actually solve the issue and resulted in companies all over Britain ordering counterfeit money. However, this solution, of course, meant there was a problem, and a rather serious one for the British government, as they had at this stage completely lost control of coins. So, in an attempt to regain control, they actually went into business with Soho Mint, who went on to strike 480 tonnes of copper pennies and 20 tonnes of copper 2p for them. And it was this very move that's made these two coins so incredibly collectible. You see, they were to be the first regal British coins of the denominations to be made of copper, and the very first official British coins to be struck using steam power. And like I said earlier, these coins really were huge. In fact, if you compare them to today's 1p and 2p coins, they were 8 times heavier. In fact, the 1p weighed an incredible 1 ounce, and the 2p weighed 2 ounces, which is actually the same weight as a Mars bar. I mean, at that size, it's hard to believe these ever jangled in the pockets of our ancestors. And it's due to their dramatic size and unusually wide raised rim that became known as Cartwheel Pennies. On the obverse, you can see a portrait of the monarch at the time, King George III, whilst Britannia can be seen on the reverse, who, for the first time, is depicted ruling the waves, an allegory for Britain's status as a maritime power. However, they were immediately unpopular with the public due to their weight and size, which seems like a pretty legitimate reason to me, and there were soon calls for them to be discontinued, and shortly after, the coins were actually redesigned. But it wasn't only for that reason, as due to the rise in the price of copper, the intrinsic value of the coins soon exceeded their face value, and subsequently, the majority of these coins were melted down. This meant the coins were issued for 1 year only, which automatically makes them to the must-have modern coins and key coins in any British collection. And who would have thought that 2 coins could contain such a rich and actually record-breaking history? So, if you'd like to add these must-have British coins to your collection, we've actually been able to source a small number of sets that contain the original 200-year-old Cartwheel coins, the 2p and the penny. They come presented in a deluxe presentation case with an accompanying certificate of authenticity. And it really is fair to say that no British coin collection is complete without them. So, if you'd like to add them to your collection, just head over to the link on screen now.